co-host in the episode of Fandom Station. I'm the host Maverick and some co-host Evil Deeds. Today we'll be doing
Hello.
another review of DanMachi, season 5's episode 2, Master with the subtitle Training. DanMachi likes to do that. This artsy thing where it has like one title, then it has a subtitle. That kind of the same thing as the other one. Which is kind of cool. They didn't do it with the first episode of the season. I wonder if that's something they do with other first episodes of the seasons. But, the rest of the episodes are probably going to have two titles to go with them. But anyway, this was a pretty fun episode. But before that, we're going to get into news right quick. Everybody's new favorite Atlas game, Metaphor Fantasio, surpasses 1 million copies sold worldwide. Yep. Full game has launched for the PS4, PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and the PC via Steam. So that's cool.
I will say this: I've only played the demo, but I am in a Reddit giveaway, hoping to get the game, praying to win this Reddit giveaway, because from that demo you get to play a decent amount of the story and game, at least the beginning. And brother, this is amazing. It's genuinely the greatest mix of Persona and SMT you could ask for. I love it, man.
That sounds indeed hype. Okay, next thing, live action Voltron film cast Henry Cavill in the movie. That's cool. I was gonna say it's funny, but no. Henry Cavill he's a cool dude. I think he's gonna do whoever his party is to a good degree.
You said Warhammer, right?
Huh? No, this is Voltron.
You said Warhammer. I did not military. Oh, Voltron. Yeah, Voltron.
Yeah.
What is Voltron?
It's kind of like a Power Rangers-esque show that was like in the 80s too. About like five mecha line pilots that come together to form like a Megazord mech kind of thing.
That does in fact sound like Power Rangers.
Yes. The Nicktoons out in the West came out with a show called Voltron Force, which was basically like a spin-off or a remake of the original back in like the 80s. And then that's how I got introduced to the series myself. And then years later, Netflix or somebody, like I remember, I think it was the same studio that made Avatar, came out with another Voltron anime called Voltron: The Legendary Defenders or something like that. And that one got massively.
I don't think I heard that one.
Man, that one got massively popular. I expanded like a giant fandom as big as like, I don't know, Steven Universe and She-Ra, and it got like 5 seasons too. That's probably the one most people haven't heard of. I haven't watched that show, but like I heard it was pretty good. Okay, next thing, Mario and Luigi Brothership game overview trailer previews characters, story, exploration, and battles. Okay, another Mario game with a funny title. It's probably gonna be good. Like Mario, when I think of Mario, I think of consistency. So I think it's gonna be probably another good fun game for Mario fans. Next,
Mario has consistently been a game.
Yeah.
That sounds stupid, but like,
I guess I might as well talk about Mario's rival Sonic. I was like Shadow of Sonic's rival. Anyway, Sonic is also coming out with a new game, kind of in a remake of Sonic Generations called Sonic X Shadow Generations. The big sell of this game is going to be like the shadow portions of the game, which they're adding to the game. There's like new content, like a whole different like line of, I'm not sure what you call it. Basically a different story quest is going to be in the game now. And that's cool too. Man, I remember people really like Sonic Generation, so this game should do well too. Next thing, Hunter x Hunter and then Impact fun game trailer reveals Ginther, the bomber. Yeah, that's it. I saw this piece of news, and I thought to myself, man, No disrespect to Hunter x Hunter, but like, man, there is a lot of characters that nobody gives a lot of attention to. Nobody really cares about. And these be some of these really important characters. Like Genthu was like the main villain of the Greed Island.
Island?
Greed Island arc.
Yeah, good.
Like, nobody cares about Genthu. I never seen a Genthu fan out there.
Okay, in my defense, I have no fucking clue who that is.
Exactly. But you know who I'm trying to think somebody. You know who?
Oh, this
Krollo,
dude.
You know who Krollo is, right?
Oh, of course I know who Krollo is.
You know Mirren, right?
Yeah, who wouldn't know Metal?
Yeah. Like Netero's not really a villain, but he definitely kind of was.
Oh, Netero was a villain. He may not have been evil.
I'm talking about.
He wasn't evil, but he was a villain.
I'm talking about like the big players of each arc.
Yeah.
I think like the Hunter Association, like the Hunter Exam arc. You know. Anyway, moving on. Next and last thing. My dear friend Nokatan anime gets English dub. I brought this up just to wonder. You know the dance they do in that show?
No.
The Tobey Maguire dance, you know that one?
Oh yeah.
I wonder if there's gonna be like an even more blatant reference in the dialogue when that scene happens. That's just all I'm wondering. That's why I brought it up. But anyway, with that out of the way, we can get into the episode review of DanMachi. I keep on wanting to say that tongue got green kind of slime, but it's not that show. Of DanMachi, episode 2 of season 5. That was so splintered up. Man, I'm still getting the hang of it. But anyway, this season started off pretty strong, getting right into the thick of things, and this episode was not any different. This is probably the most fun. This is probably the funniest and scariest episode of DanMachi. Like, to me at least. What about you, Beats?
I don't know how to feel about this episode.
What do you mean?
I like parts of it, but I don't know. It's very weird and like out of character for me as to what I was expecting.
For like Bale, or like just like the tone was different than what you were expecting, right?
The tone, yeah.
Yeah, I get it. So the reason this is the funniest episode to me because like I've never seen this much gag humor in DanMachi. It really just turned to like a Looney Tunes skit, and like you're just like because like Bill's basically forced into a situation where he's being trained to go in the best state possible. Like they're taking this date so serious. It's like it's the end of the world. Like I was going to make a joke about it last episode, but I forgot. But this one I couldn't. There's no way I could avoid it because like the way they're taking this date seriously makes it kind of takes it to a string where I can't take it seriously anymore. And it's like they're treating this date like it's like the final battle of a war or something. Like this is like the main villain's like scheme comes to fruition, and Bell needs to train in order to fight the big bad before his plan gets carried out. You know what I'm saying? There's like you're treating this with that much importance. It's like they got guards watching serious every move. Like, were y'all always doing this? Like, what's going on? What is so serious?
To be fair, she is kind of a goddess.
Yeah. But like, is she? Do they do this when she's at the bar, in the tavern?
I feel like they do.
I guess they do, but like we never brought it up before. We don't see them watching her before, so now it's like, what makes this date so different? I'm like, oh, and and then it clicked for me just now. They're all simps. Each and every single one of us simps. I just got it.
I don't know about that one.
No, man, they're all. Do you see the way they're pointing daggers at, staring daggers at Belle? Is there on a date?
I mean, if your god was out dating some random motherfucker, yeah, I feel like you too would stare daggers into the person that she was dating.
Yeah, so they're simps. Yeah, I get it. I mean,
what?
You know what I'm saying, man.
I'd prefer the term religious.
But I'm like you don't think they definitely, well, at least a lot of them, they definitely want to be in Bill's place. They would not mind being in his place.
That's a very unfair statement.
I wouldn't think that if they didn't have a last episode, they were sitting around the table talking about like how Bale is like basically stealing the goddess from them. They literally just said, yeah, he's stealing the goddess from them. We need to take care of this problem. I legit think it's like a romantic like infatuation a lot of them have with her. Like, you know, like we see like later in this episode, a random person says, "Marry me." I think her whole deal is like gathering people who are like in love with her in some way. But it's kind of crazy. But,
wait, who said marry me?
Like in the crowd.
Did she? To Freya?
No, somebody said marry me to Freya, not like to Freya.
I did not hear that.
Yeah, but also it's kind of funny how we both just decided to treat Freya and Seer like the same person. You know, like in this conversation, like try to see where we were talking about Seer and when we were talking about Freya. Anyway, let me get into the recap. Oh, yeah. Also, the reason why I find it scary is because it's like being held at gunpoint to like date somebody you don't really want to date. Anyway, so the episode starts with Otara talking to Freya about her competition with Seer. He's wondering why she allowed this to happen. Fear says there's not much I can do after she admitted to have feelings for Bale. It was very surprising. This would be a huge gamble for her, but that's why I thought it was fair to give her just one chance. And then she asks like whose side he's on, and he answers in a very biggest way where he says, he basically says, "I'm loyal to you, my goddess," which is like, to me the way he didn't say, I don't know, if he had said, the way he didn't like call out her name, kind of makes me, in the way, I don't know, kind of makes me think it can mean I'm loyal to both of you. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was thinking. Also, I meant to say this. I was completely proven fucking wrong on my theory of them being both in one body. There are definitely multiple bodies.
Yeah, I was like, man. Sometimes you like fly too close to the sun, you know. I didn't think about it until we watched the episode to take notes. And I was like, I saw them at the town square, and Freya was there in the tower, and Seer was down on the ground, and like it was clearly obvious you could see both of them at the same time. I was like, but yeah, they're completely different people. I think so. Do you agree with my theory that it's the same soul in different bodies?
No.
What do you think? What do you think? Then?
Oh wait, no, yeah.
Yeah, you see the same.
I was thinking it was like different shards of one singular.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not sure what other aspect. Yeah, I think it's some kind of like they're different incarnations of each other in some way. Whether it be clones somehow or sharing the same soul. I'm not sure, but they're definitely different incarnations of the same person. I'm not sure how. So he takes like Belle under his wing. First he takes him to the coffee shop and basically tells him he has no choice in the matter to a date he asked to go on a date. He can't refuse. He has no right to refuse, and all he's allowed to do is reap and joy for the opportunity to bask in Seer's glory. And I was like, okay, man, this is terrifying. Because like, okay, maybe you think it'll be like maybe some like light training, but no, this guy literally tortures Belle for a few days.
It's very weird. That's the thing. Like, what the fuck is that whole sequence, man?
There's like, I mean, you have. They are zealots.
I knew it was gonna play out the way it was gonna play out. She was gonna get tired of the whole official shtick, and she wanted him to be herself and shit. Like, that was very fucking obvious. But
I mean, I'm not sure. She didn't.
I don't know.
She did.
She said she wanted him to be herself.
She didn't really say that. She said she wasn't upset about how he was acting, but she was preparing for him to act differently. You know.
She wanted him to act himself.
Yeah, but
that's the whole reason. It's like everything she wanted to do was because he would have acted himself.
Yeah, but at the same time,
normal Bale wouldn't do any of that.
At the same time, I can't say his training wasn't for nothing, because he was like It was like she was like, every time I get tired, you say let's take a rest. Like you know whatever I want to do. Like you know when I want my hand, my
Bill
hand.
would have done that anyway, though.
I don't know.
Also, she knew that it was done by that motherfucker, the guard. I can't remember his
She
name.
even said like you wearing the kind of clothes I like. I thought she wouldn't like his clothes. I don't like. She was like, no, that's exactly why. Like how I would like you to dress and stuff. Like like
He was dressed like a damn butler.
I thought the skit would be like, oh, she doesn't like how he is at all, but no, he Hedin, I mean, fault him for being a little bit harsh. I mean, actually crazy harsh, but he knew what he was doing. He knew what he was doing, right?
Oh, he knows everything about it.
Yeah, like I'm not saying. I guess I could say I think she would enjoy them. She would probably enjoy the date more, but at the same time, he wasn't wrong in her in his assessment of how.
Oh no, hell no. He knows her to a T.
Yeah, true. But yeah, I am. But yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't think. I think Bell being himself would have made the date better for her. But it's kind of real. It's kind of real sad that Bell is literally on this date just because he's being forced to. They literally threatening his whole family, familia. That's super sad, you know.
It's very weird how they're playing it too. They're playing it like it's a joke.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure
it's not. It's not a joke.
Essentially, like, yeah, I don't know if it's a joke or not, because that motherfucker.
Oh no!
He's strong.
No. They don't play about. Well, it's one thing DanMachi, especially Freya, does not play about love. Like when they said that thing about her, like if Rel died, she would chase him to the afterlife or whatever. That was completely serious. It was funny, but it was also a completely serious threat. Like a pretty serious thing that could happen. So yeah, Bell makes Seer sad. They're coming for the familia. They're coming from the family.
Yeah, they would be rolling deep, bro.
Yeah.
Like them motherfuckers are problems.
Like man, sometimes this feels like DanMachi feels like a parody of itself. Cause like it's super serious, but at one point, but it's super serious about something that really seems like a inconsequential, like a small date, you know. But yeah, I digress. Anyway, so Hedin goes as so far to even have Bell like go to into a dungeon and try to pick up girls.
He did it. He said the thing.
He did. I was like, my God, we really reached peak DanMachi. Bell really goes into a dungeon in order to practice learning how to treat girls. So he saves these 3 random adventurers, and he acts real cool and calm and collected. Up until I forgot what they did. Something. Do you remember what they did? Even though it's that when that Hedin like just out of nowhere strikes him with lightning.
Yeah, he said stop flirting with other girls.
Oh yeah. He was doing too good. He said don't entertain other women. Man.
And they asked him to get some tea or go out to dinner with him.
Yo, if Bill actually liked Seer, as sad as I had to say, Hedin would be the homie, and kind of, because he wouldn't. That'd be terrible. He'd be on him all the time.
I feel like he would definitely protect you. He might not be like the straight like
I don't know
homie, but he would definitely be an insane bodyguard.
I don't know about you, but bodyguarding you, I feel like he might be like the type of like, yo, if you die, you're just not worth it. You're not worth being around.
No, because they already established how loyal or how like dedicated Freya is, or Seer. Fuck, I fucked it up twice. It's already established how loyal Seer is to like somebody.
I don't know if he was.
They straight up said she would chase Bell to heaven if need be. Like, there's no way.
You're right. Yeah,
he's going to let Bell die.
I forgot about that part. I mentioned it myself and I forgot about it too. Yeah. If Seer did not have that if Seer or Freya didn't have a mentality, then but I feel like he would let him die if that wouldn't be the case.
Oh, if that wasn't the case, he wouldn't give a fuck. Yeah. He would kill Bell. Like that fight that we saw would not have been a fight. It would have been an execution.
Man, the crazy thing is, he didn't really have to beat a Bell that hard. He really just did that for
he didn't. He popped up out of nowhere and dogged Bell.
Bell was the type of person who would just take your word for it. Like, hey, yo, I have a higher level than you. You know who I? You know my? That's what Tyler's were there for a reason. Bill knew who he was. He knew he couldn't hang with him. All he
You
had
know
to
what?
do was pull up to him and say, "Bill, come with me or else."
You know what? I'm tired of it. Fuck this motherfucker. Bring the Minotaur. Bring my nigga. Bring my man's
Oh
back,
man,
bro.
I'm not sure if I made it clear, but I hate Hedin. He's a punk. I hate this.
Yeah, bro.
I thought he was gonna be cool last episode, but he turned out not cool.
I cannot remember his name, and that is
Yeah, this is
why can't I never remember his name? The Minotaur.
Asterius.
Asterius. Bring Asterius,
Yeah,
bro.
because this dude was no better than like a I don't know, like a back country backwoods like guy, like who's literally holding you to gunpoint. And but what's worse is because Bella hasn't even done anything to her yet. It's like this looks like a shotgun wedding, and Bella hasn't even made any moves. So Bell is forced to arrive 5 hours early for his date with Seer, and then they cut to a scene of the waitress trying to find out a way of going to the festival to support Seer and just have fun, and they basically roped the Hestia family into it, like because they helped them out in the expedition, I guess. I'm like, I don't remember a thing y'all did to help. Y'all.
I don't remember it too well, but I do remember they popped out. They didn't. I don't remember if they helped a lot. They just popped out because I think
they helped a little bit though.
Because they, if I'm not mistaken, by the time they showed up to help Aisha and Wealth and all them fight the two-headed dragon.
Yeah.
Hydra.
Yeah,
it was three-headed Hydra.
They did help.
They didn't. No, they didn't. They killed the Hydra on their own. They just showed up.
They helped with something, man. You know how complicated these.
They had to help with the injured or something. I don't remember it specifically.
I don't remember. Yeah, but they helped somehow. I'm pretty sure because I feel like they wouldn't just be helping them out for no reason. So
I remember it because it caught me by surprise. Because I, number one, didn't know who they were. I have the worst memory known to man.
They have not.
So,
if I'm not missing something, they have not said any of their names once this season. It's like they're basically Tweedledum and Tweedle. I don't know, dumber.
Tweedle.
Yeah. Yeah. Where were we at? Oh yeah. And so we're basically in the middle of the date. Sierra takes. Sierra's also what you said. Sierra's upset about Bill being so prepared and collected when she wanted him to be flustered and embarrassed like his usual self. And then we get this cool scene or whatever of Hedin absorbing the date. And he basically says something kind of ominous where he's like, Belle, at least you're kind of trash, but at least you meet expectations. At least you meet the expectations. So I'm like, what more do you want?
I just think Belle don't like Belle. I think that's it.
You think?
He's a hating motherfucker.
Yeah. It's like the teacher who wants more out of you, but at the same time, it's like your worst enemy.
I do wonder what the wolf.
Yeah, the lycanthrope. Yeah.
Yeah, the lycanthrope.
Okay, this is the only one who I'm completely sure does not see Freya or Sirius or romantic any kind of thing, right? I don't think he has any kind of feelings like that for Freya. I think he has some kind of other kind of loyalty toward her. I don't think he is infatuated with her at all. I think because he doesn't act like the rest of them do. He acts like he acts like she's his boss and stuff. All the rest act like she is a god, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Absolute devotedly, something like she is a god, So. Okay, so I guess we're at the part. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention. Hedin also said something kind of interesting. Okay, so tell me what you think of this. He says Belle, or something along these lines. So Belle, I hope you can make Siri realize what she really wants. And I was like, what do you think that means?
I have no clue.
I think that means he's hoping Belle can make Siri realize she doesn't want to be a goddess anymore. I think that's my theory right now.
I feel like she's already realized it. She
Yeah,
just
but
needs a way to
yeah,
realize it.
yeah, because like I mean, she's questioning. She's still questioning. Like based on last episode, she was like, "I want to see if I want to be free from being a goddess or free from the shackles of godhood." So I think he's also aware of that, and he's like, I want you to make her realize she doesn't want to be a goddess anymore." Because like I think he genuinely loves Seer and wants the best for her, and thinks she doesn't really she isn't really about being Freya's like substitute or wherever she is supposed to be. Okay, so the next thing is Sarah taking Belle to the town square for the see the pills for the goddesses, and we see four goddesses there. We see Freya, Demeter, and two other goddesses I don't know the name of. Might be revealed in the line novel, but they didn't reveal them here. One of them has like a newest mask, and that's pretty much all I can tell. Uh, what's interesting is that Ishtar used to be part of the goddess festival. There was like 5 pillars, but because Ishtar went back to heaven, that's not euphemism. I know it sounds like one, but she really she really went back to heaven. Uh, during like season. Ooh, that was
Too.
season 2. That was all the way back in season 2. That's man, that was a long time ago. But yeah, because she went back to heaven in season 2. She's not there anymore to participate in the festival. And they say here that when she was taking part in the festival, it basically became a tradition for her to come down from her tower immediately and then start a feud with the rest of the goddesses. So just thought that was a funny thing to mention.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah.
Scrap.
Man,
Just scrap, bro.
I'm like, I don't know. I wish kind of feels messed up that Ishtar's like one of the only gods that died so far. You know, it's kind of crazy to me. It's like I don't know. I feel like even Apollo is
Is
still
she
alive,
the
right?
only got this time? No. She can't be the only one that's dead.
I'd say only one, but she's one of the only ones who has died. Actually, I don't think I can't remember any other guys. Name even they just the entertainment. Name another goddesses that died. Just
Lord.
name one. Just name one. You know, just name one. You know, just one that's different from like Ishtar.
Yeah, you're saying the impossible right now.
That's crazy, man. Man. Wow. uh, so let's see. Oh yeah. So we're back at we're still at the part where like they're looking at the tower. This proves even these theory that like they're the same body, just one can only be seen at the same time. Only one can be seen at one time because they're both there. And then Freya weirdly like gives like Belle and them like the death glare out of nowhere, and Belle like,
Oh, she did look at him very meanly.
I was like, man, I got spooked. I was like, I didn't expect her to look at him like that ever. Like at least not yet. Like not until like like because not at least until like they actually get to some kind of conflict. I guess this is the one conflict. Guess this is the one. She could be just upset that she has to be standing up at the top of the pillar. She's like, I kind of want to be down there and like having that date myself. And she's not really mad at either of them. She's just mad at the situation.
Nah, she's definitely mad at one of them.
Alright, you'll see who's right. Next scene. Oh yeah, this is probably one of the funniest scenes in the episode. Oh no, okay, I'm gonna call back. I'm gonna call back to an earlier scene for a moment. You remember when Belle was getting trained by Hedin, and like he was like, "Oh, he did something like good. He did something kind of good. Like I don't know, he was walking well or some kind of training they're doing." He said he did it well. He did like perfect, and then Hedin still hit him.
Oh yeah.
I was like, this is crazy. We're taking it back olden days. Like, yo, man, this man brought the rip. He. So Belle.
For me, the funniest part was the Heinz Wallenworth.
This is the part I'm talking about. Is when Belle and Siri ran to Eyes. Yeah, Belle was like horrified because he's like, Eyes is the girl he's trying to get with. She's the one. She's like, I was down in the last episode, but no, Belle is like still locked on to Eyes. Like he's tunnel vision, Like that's all he really cares about. is at least romantically wise, and he really is trying to like make this date not seem like a date in front of her, but he doesn't know how to do that and not hurt Sierra's feelings at the same time. Oh my god, that's a nightmare.
To be fair, when he saw eyes, he was so stunned that he lost all sense of like his training.
Yeah, he lost all the training. He was like, oh, yeah, I didn't know what to do. I locked up. He's basically, to him, I bet it felt like cheating. Like he got cheating. Anyway, Sierra's not helping at all. Sierra's like rubbing it in Iron's face. Also, Iron surprised me. Did you think she was gonna have that kind of reaction? Because she actually looked like she was like phased, like she was like a kind of like not necessarily.
She started eating fast.
Yeah, a little bit upset, like, a little bit anxious. You know, I was like, "Yo, Bill might actually have a shot." Well, at least he
I
did.
told you, bro. I said this like some episodes ago, but she didn't believe me.
What about Bill having a shot with Iron? I never.
Yes.
I never dismissed that. What are you talking about?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. I don't know. I think I said that. I think Bill and Irons are going to be the ones who get together.
Definitely not, but it's okay.
What? No. What do you think? What do you think he's going to get to? I mean, we're not. Sure.
It's literally last podcast. Look at it. I'm telling you.
No. I'm saying, who do you think he's going to get with?
Probably Irons.
Yeah,
Irons Wallen Wilson.
That's literally just what I said. That's literally what I said. What do you think I said?
Either that or he has a harem.
It's crazy. I can't refute that because you'd be surprised how many light novels actually end like that. Oh no, I think DanMachi. I don't know. Maybe. No. I don't think about it. I could see this ending like that. Like Bill being like, I want to make everybody happy. So I'm gonna marry everyone. So basically, it's awkward. Sierra representing Iron's face on a date makes it very clear to her, and she starts eating like those potato snacks she always likes. Then she takes Bill and her away from Irons, and Astia shows up. I think you can describe this part.
Jiggly.
What?
Nothing. Astia shows up. You didn't see the animation?
I don't know. Maybe I'm like desensitized at this point.
Yeah, bro. They're going all out with fan service this season.
The ending theme, I watch. I always watch ending themes, opening theme. Whenever I watch the ending theme, I'm so bewildered.
Hestia shows up and sees Irons Wallenstein, and she asks about Belle and Seer, and she tells Irons that the reason she's here is because she essentially got kicked out the restaurant for doing everything horribly and just messing up. So she was just sent after Belle and just roped Irons into helping her find Belle. And then we get to Belle and Seer in an alleyway after. Why were they running? Were they just? Why were they running?
No, Seer just didn't want to get. She wanted to get away from the competition. That's all she wanted to do.
Yeah. But they ran into an alleyway, still being followed. It's just when Seer reveals that, she knows that he was taught by, what's his name?
Hedin. Like Bell's like, I know what to do. My master didn't prepare me for that situation. And then she's like, oh, so then I think Bill spends the rest of the beings and tells her that Hedin was the one who trained them for the date. And she's like, yeah, I figured that was the case.
Yeah. And that's really the majority of that scene, besides the end of it, where she reveals that she wants to get away from God.
Yeah, she wants to be kidnapped.
She wants Belle to kidnap her from God, because she wants to live a normal life and experience.
Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. This is like major red flags, because I have no idea what she's talking about. Like she says, like,
I mean, she's a fucking barista in a restaurant. Like, I feel like that's
where's Bell
very
gonna take
normal.
her? Where's Bell gonna take her for how long? What's the
I feel like that's very fucking like what part of her is shackled? You're a barista, and people don't even like hound you on no crazy shit.
yeah? Like, what do you think she means by being by kidnapping her and like taking her away from everybody? What do you think she like? Does she got like a special location she wants him to take him? She want yeah. That's the only thing I can think of.
I have no clue.
But my theory is that she
Like,
wants him to take him to like a certain place away from everybody, but like nobody's would let him. I don't know. I think she wants him to take. I think she does have a destination in mind, and she wants to get there by herself with Belle. That's all I can say. That's my theory for right now.
I think the first step is just her getting away from all the bodyguards. I think she really does not like them watching over her.
She actually, you know what? I think she kind of does have this kind of issue, right? Because she can't fall in love with anybody basically. Because like anybody who tries to get close to her that in that way is going to have all these dudes hounding him, I guess. So yeah, she can't really have a normal relationship ever with this system is set up for some reason. That's one thing to think about. What would you rate this episode?
I'm borderline. I'll give it an 8.
Hey, I'm also borderline 9-8 because like
I was borderline 7. I
I'm
was actually being generous.
oh okay. I don't know there's not necessarily any parts I dislike, but I'm like yeah, I guess I'm not sure. I'm trying to think. I guess I'll give it I don't know. I feel like 8 or 9, bouncing between 8 and 9. Cause I definitely don't like. I think the last episode was a lot cleaner, a lot more. I could take the story serious. This one kind of feels kind of is like it's kind of weird, right? It's kind of like I can't tell if this is just weird because it's funny or is this is weird because it's like doesn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And because of that, I think I'll give it an 8. Cause I'm like I don't know some of the because the way like the one thing I don't get doesn't make sense to me is why they're watching her so much now and they weren't watching her that before. You know, like, I don't really get it. But then again, maybe that's just a question I need to figure out later. I don't know. I don't know. I'll give it 8 now. Just kind of weird vibes from this episode a little bit, but really good. It's but pretty funny, pretty engaging episode to me overall still. So, alright, well, that's pretty much all I have to say. What about you?
I just didn't like the parts with Hedin.
Yeah,
Hedin?
Hedin.
Hedin.
Yeah.
I don't know. That whole training arc shit was not it for me.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I think it'd be kind of weird if we thought Bill grew a backbone by this point. But me, I'm like, this is on character for Bill. I mean, I guess it would be cool if he actually stood up for himself. But yeah, anyway, the next episode is titled Odar with subtitle Partner. So sounds kind of cool. But aside from that, I'll see you on the next one, travelers.
Adios.